Hello, hi everyone. Hi, just a few technical problems there. Hi, I'm Christine Crowle, and I am super excited that I'm here today. I just had a technical problem I've got too many cameras on here, so it was saying that there's another camera that is being used. So I do apologize for the delay. And I just want to say today is about going live here because I want to talk about business recovery strategies and also things that we're all mindful of is how inflations and things are going on in the world that is possibly causing a problem for businesses. But if we plan ahead, then it won't be a problem. So this is why I'm coming on here like every day. I've got my tea here. And I just wanted to talk to you about a lot of the bigger organizations are talking about, well, not talking, they're doing damage limitation, communicating with different departments as well, so that everyone is aligned with what the company needs to happen in order to protect the company and also to protect the company's finances as well. And what is happening is that there's a lot going on with damage limitations. Like I said, they're now building crisis planning is going on at the moment. They're also writing out plans currently at the moment as I'm speaking to you. They've started doing it really from last month, for example, and they're writing out plans in the view with charts as well, what to do in the event of this happening. Then they need to go to the next level, for example, or maybe if they've managed to maintain the safety of the company financially, that then it will go back to a normal equilibrium, should I say. But if it's an iceberg, then there's a problem and they need to start fixing it now. Now, some of you are possibly looking at, the national insurance increase. How is that going to affect you? Because I'd love to hear your story of how the national insurance or how the inflation is affecting your business right now, because it is difficult for small businesses as well. So I just want to say thank you for being here, taking the time to listen to what I've got to say. And I want to say thank you to the subscribers as well. Thank you for being here and just being a part of this training as well. I'd love to hear your comments in terms of what strategies do you have in place to protect your business, and are you looking at saving an amount each month, putting it into a bank, for example, each month, so that you've at least got 3 months' wages ahead of time, for example, or 3 months' bills that you can pay for the company if there was a crisis. Look, we got hit in 2008. That was a bad recession. And also with COVID, what happened there, that affected a lot of people as well as their health and financial as well. So it's important that business providers, CEOs, that you put something in place now to protect your company and start putting an amount away each month in preparation for April 2025, basically, because you don't know what you're going to be hit with. We know, we're hearing this is happening. The taxes are going up, property. People are saying it's not a good time to get property. People are saying, look, the taxes is going to go up. Farmers being affected, people, public, we're all being affected, even though there was a rise of £12.21 as a minimum wage, for example, for the workers, for example, the effects are that everything is going up. So that price that you're getting is not going to really you're not going to see a difference in what you get already. You may see a decline from what you actually get. And we won't know this until this time really comes, unless we sit now and look at it and read through things and examine things. You know, get your calculators out, get them out and start working out what your figures are going to be for the following month, for example, and what your figures are going to be in April. What do you need to do to implement? So you need to create that action plan, and not just make it an action plan, it's a crisis plan that you're creating. And then you will be better equipped to deal with things when April comes along, for example. So you'll be able to say, okay, we're going to be hit with national insurance of this particular amount, and we need to ensure that we've got this additional funds, because where are you going to get it from? You can't put the client's prices up, can you? In care, for example. So you got to look at what else can you do. And I mentioned a few of the strategies in a previous video, which is here as well as here. For example, you'll be able to watch this after this YouTube session here, because it's important that we start looking at it. Get a notepad and paper and start writing down the things that you're paying for currently at the moment, and then make the difference. Do the comparison. Okay, this is what it is at the moment. When April comes, this is what it's going to be. So you're looking at probably increases, what, 10%, for example, you know, and that is the minimum. We're not thinking about all the other things that we've got to pay for as well. So is it going to affect you? And I'd love to hear in the comments here that you can, you know, honestly say that I think I'm going to be fine, it's not going to affect me, or that I'm going to implement the crisis plan strategy that I'm going to be going through with you. If you watch the CEO videos as well, there's a lot of things in there that you will find invaluable as well. Now, we do have some members, so if you want to comment, you can do, members, and I will answer any of your questions, for example. And I just also want to say to the CEOs, the directors here, let's start making a plan for your crisis plan, because this isn't like a continuity plan. This is something completely different. And you need to look at what it is that you need to do in order to survive come April 2025. And that is by you putting in plans now. And I can't say this enough. I started talking about challenges, CEO challenges that we're going to have to overcome. And I started talking about this in the beginning of October 2024. And that was before the October budget was done, before that, you know, things changed and they said this, that, and the other, for example. Look, the petition that was, some people signed it. I'm not saying the whole of the British public, but, you know, that's quite a significant number, for example, because now it is at 2,952,819. You can see here the figures, for example, from the petition. This is for the UK, that was signed by nearly 3 million people. It's slowed down a lot. I mean, it's just gone up slightly by a couple, but you can see that there's quite a big, you know, dissatisfaction, should I say. But when we think about the whole population in the UK, 2-3 million may not seem so bad, for example. However, when it was happening, we were like, wow, never seen this before. It's huge. It is huge because a lot of people have been impacted, even the elderly, with regards to their, their heating bill, things like that. So I want you to think about your business as your house, and your business is having to deal with some increases. So what is it that you're going to find that's going to be an impact? If you had a house, if you had a house in your household, for example, if you was going through a cutback, what would you do? You would not go for meals. You wouldn't go to the pub, would you? You wouldn't. You would cut back on certain foods or luxury items, for example. That's what you would do, wouldn't you, in your own household, if you knew that there was going to be a decrease in income, for example. So when you've got a business which is going to be a very, very viable business, but you've got to make it so that it's lean. You've got to cut off the fat, so to speak, so that you can have a strong business. And that business will then carry you through for when and if the difficulties do arise in your business. You'll be able to just push it to one side. It'll be like nothing, because at the end of the day, it's about money, isn't it, that stops you from going under, for example, stops you from losing your business. Because if you had cash flow, your business would still operate. But what you need to do is look at how you can reduce certain items so that you're then able to survive as a business. As a precaution, you should really be doing that before April even hits you. You need to start doing it now so that you can look and see what's going to happen in April in your company. And then you can say, right, we're going to have this amount saved, and we have got 3 months savings for if anything was to hit us, we will be able to bounce back, for example. So, we've got our boot camps, which we hold monthly. And one of them is called Bounce Back Boot Camp. And it's a business recovery type of boot camp, which is completely different, never been done before. And I want to be able to share that with you. And I'd love for you to book a free 15-minute appointment with me or my team so that I can gladly go through with you what the Bounce Back Boot Camp is, for example, and what that means to you and your business. You will get staff audits with it. You will get templates. You will get continuity plans. You will get crisis plans. You will get damage limitation audits and plans. So it's about planning ahead. That is the key word, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I'm going to say that again. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And it's important that you take that on board, because you want to be able to grow your business in 2025. And there's no reason why you shouldn't do if you make the necessary cutbacks. You can look at getting apprentices in the UK, for example, or in America. If you're in America, you can look at the young ones. Look how quick they are on the computers. They're just quick. They can do your social media. They can do all of these things, as well as work for your organization, do the repetitive tasks that you don't really like doing. They can do, and they'll do it with style and grace and finesse, for example. So directors, I want to put it to you that you're going to work on your crisis plan, and let me help you to work with you on that. So these daily trainings that I'm going to have, it's going to be about business recovery as well. I'm also going to be covering about retirement, semi-retirement, because I think that is important. I'm also going to be covering what it's like to live in Cyprus, for example, where I am now. I live in Cyprus, and I serve people all around the world, not just the UK, but US, Canada. I'm global, for example. And that's what I wanted 10 years ago. My 10-year mission and vision was that I was going to be global. international, for example. Things I'll be covering as well is cooking tips, because I love to cook. I love to cook, so I'll be doing that at the weekend. I'm going to be making some preservatives at the weekend. So if you want to join me live, I'm going to be doing some live cooking. I will upload it here video wise as well, so that you can make it yourself, or if you want it made for you, I can make them for you and I can send them over to you. We do sterilize our jars, so everything is sterilized as well. So I hope you'll be able to join me for my cooking programs as well. Also, I will be traveling around Cyprus, for 1 or 2 days, so that you can get to see what Cyprus is like, and kind of like a travel vlog, really. The walks that I go on, all these things I'll be showing you so that you can get to experience Cyprus. For those of you that are looking or thinking of moving abroad, then, we'd love for you to consider Cyprus, for example. And I will be coming in, like I said, I'll be talking about wills and trusts, for example, not in a deep length, because, I am qualified to do wills and trusts and lasting power of attorneys, but I will put you in touch with a lawyer as well. But I can talk about it. For example, I also know how to put them together, because that's what I used to do as well in the UK, in Brighton. And I also worked with a law firm as well with their wills and trusts. When it came to the trusts, the lawyers usually did that, for example. So I would pass that information on to a law firm, for example. I used to do leases as well, lease extensions for apartments, for example. I used to do conveyancing under the supervision of a solicitor, for example. So I just want to be able to cover holistic things that we do as business owners, because it's not just about business, is it? It's about other things that we do that make it holistic, make it whole. And I would love to hear your comments here in the chat as well about what you would like to go through. For example, would you like me to talk about Cyprus? Would you like me to talk about cooking? Would you like me to talk about business recovery? I'm going to be doing that anyway, but it'd be nice to hear your feedback of some of the subjects that you'd like me to talk about. So if you could put in the comment section, I will answer it, and I will also cover that as well. So it's important to have damage limitation in your business, like I said, to save your business. So you got to look at what things that you can, or what is not necessary. So I'd like you to think about that. I will be doing some more training again, but I just thought I'd come in here live. We are doing our boot camp, which is next week. We're doing our monthly boot camp, and this is always held monthly. And we have got a 12-month program, which is brand new, and it is for 12 months, for example. And you get 5 of our products in that system as well, that bundle. And I'd love for you to join, but do book a free 15 minutes so that we can go through it with you. I'm so elated because, this week I've been getting, I'm not saying loads of calls, but 1 or 2 calls from, 2 calls from clients that have been to the boot camp, and they've done really well from attending our boot camp, and to the point where they're earning very good money as well. And they've worked really hard to get to where they are today. I'm not saying that this is down to me. I'm saying it's down to them because they put the work in. They invested in themselves. I can't drag you. You have to drag yourself to achieve those goals that you need to achieve, to take you where you need to go. You've got to drag yourself. No one else can. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's training. I look forward to speaking with you all soon. Please do like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you get updates about the further training. I am going to be coming in here, every day in YouTube, for example, and I'm going to be posting 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week, as well as some shorts, because I also want to show people how to do a YouTube channel as well, because I know how it works. So I would love for you to be able to go through those trainings that I'm going to have as well, on how to have a YouTube channel and how to get clients from a YouTube channel. Because if you're not on YouTube now, well, you are if you're watching. If you're not on YouTube, you need to get on it, and you need to start doing some videos for your business. And I'm so pleased I'm able to share that with you, and I can show you how to grow in a consistent way, but also in a fast way as well. So if you want to go fast, you can go fast. If you want to go slow, you can go slow. I'm here to teach you what it is you need to learn and guide you and support you as well. So thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope that you've enjoyed today's training and discussion. Like I said, I'm going to be coming in here every day, and I'm going to be covering the different subjects, because although you're in business and it's care, I don't just specialize in care. I've specialized in other business entities. I've done it myself. Some of them I've failed at, and some I've done really well from. And that's what I want to share with you. All right. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. I will see you on the internet. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye. Thank you.